So the question that was posed to me was that what did I mean about my marriage? I say that my marriage and my divorce was the best thing that happened to me because it was the right thing at the right time, exactly what I needed. And both my marriage and my divorce also protected me from self-sabotage, me hurting myself in this world and in the next world. Where I was that in that time in my before my marriage as a young person, I was always searching for validation, for to feel worthy, to feel accepted, to feel good enough inside of myself. I had this void and I was trying to fill it with external stuff. I was trying to fill it with my friends, with, being accepted in a friends group, or, my grades academically, or my profession, achievements, if you will. I was also trying to fill it with status in terms of my marital status, or I was even trying to fill it in a relationship. And when I met my husband at the time that I did, and be getting married at the young age that we did, I was 22, was a blessing for me because I was searching, and any man that would give me attention would make me feel good, like I'm worthy of receiving attention. I that's what was happening internally with me. Of course, I didn't know any of this at the time, and I didn't realize that I was doing this. Only now, in reflection, I can see my patterns and my story and my journey. But you know, getting married at that young age allowed me to be in a relationship with a man in a halal way and create a family, with a Muslim man, in a halal way, and create a family and have children. And it was great because had I not met the man that I did and gotten married, I was headed down the path of accepting attention and relationships from a man to help me feel validated, to help me feel whole and good about myself, to feel like I mattered. So alhamdulillah, that was a protection for me in this world and the next. And so, our marriage was great and had many great things about it while it lasted and while it was there. And what ended up happening was that throughout the marriage, especially after I had kids, I did become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reassessing, my mission, my purpose, and what kind of example I want to be to my kids. I started wearing hijab, and I wore it for about 10 years. And as my marriage was breaking down and crumbling, I found out that, that was something that my husband did not approve of, did not want, did not like. And so in attempts to save my marriage, to not get divorced, because that was the path that it was leading down, I decided to take off my hijab. And I did it in such a way with so much fear attached to it, like, and so much control. I was trying to control the situation to get the outcome that I wanted, which was not getting divorced, by pleasing my husband, by doing whatever I needed to do. And I say this, that even if it means selling my soul, I was ready and willing to do that, to disobey and displease Allah in order to stay in this marriage, because I felt like this is what I needed. I felt like that was the only way that I could survive. So this feeling of loss of control, trying to regain control by the actions that I was doing. And of course, that didn't work. And I remember feeling so bad about myself, feeling so confused, and also making lots of dua that for Allah to put me in the situation that He wanted me to be in. And of course, I went down the path of divorce. And alhamdulillah, I say alhamdulillah for that too, because the divorce saved me from myself. And what I mean by that is I was heading down this path of self-destruction, of turning away from Allah, and going. I had a lot of influences in my marriage that were just away from Allah, and doing things that are not displeasing, doing things that are against what Allah tells us, doing things that were haram. That was what I had in my partner, and that was the path that I was going down, especially because I felt I had to in order to make that relationship work. Had I not gone through this divorce, I would have never, I guess that's what it took for me to hit rock bottom, for me to learn the things that Allah was trying to teach me and show me, and to reach the potential that I always had inside of me, but I could never access. So I'm very grateful, alhamdulillah, for that, because I'm in a very different place, alhamdulillah, and I have a very different outlook on life in terms of knowing and understanding what is success, what is ultimate success, and what is it defined by, of, you know, getting back to Jannah, our original home, and being with Allah and meeting Allah. And with that comes success of this world as well. Of course, we do our part, but it also comes with that type of success. So that's what I meant by self-sabotage. That's what I meant by it was exactly what I needed when I needed it, to protect me and save me from myself, in this world and in the next. And alhamdulillah, like, as I was saying, Allah has a plan and wisdom behind everything that He does, and we just have to trust and go through the process.